Have you ever made a New Year's resolution, only to find yourself back to square one within weeks? Maybe you've tried to break a bad habit or start a good one, but progress feels frustratingly slow. What if I told you there's a way to become 37.78 times better at anything by the end of the year? And no, this isn't about overnight transformations or impossible to keep commitments. It's about small, consistent actions that compound over time. This idea forms the core of James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, a masterpiece that unlocks the science and art of habit formation. Today, we're diving deep into this concept to explore how tiny changes can transform your life in extraordinary ways. By the end of this video, you'll have a step-by-step guide to mastering your habits and taking control of your future. Imagine a pilot adjusting their plane's trajectory by just 1 degree. At first, the shift seems insignificant. But over hundreds of miles, that tiny change can lead to a completely different destination. This is exactly how habits work. Small daily actions may feel inconsequential in the moment, but over time, they can either steer you towards success or away from it. James Clear explains this through the concept of compounding habits. If you improve by just 1% each day, by the end of the year, you'll be 37.78 times better. Conversely, if you decline by 1% daily, you'll nearly erase all progress. The choice is ours. Do we build habits that lift us up, or ones that weigh us down? Here's a hard truth. Goals don't differentiate winners from losers. Think about it. Both successful and unsuccessful people often share the same aspirations. Everyone wants to write a book, get fit, or save money. The difference lies in the systems they build to achieve those goals. Clear suggests shifting our focus from results to processes. Let's say you want to run a marathon. Instead of fixating on the finish line, concentrate on becoming the kind of person who never misses a training run. By aligning your identity with your habits, you'll not only achieve your goal, you'll sustain it. Every habit, good or bad, follows a 4-step loop: cue, craving, response, and reward. Let's break it down. Imagine you're trying to build a reading habit. The cue might be placing a book on your nightstand. The craving is your desire to unwind before bed. The response is opening the book. And the reward is the satisfaction of reading a chapter. Understanding this loop gives you the power to tweak it. Want to quit a bad habit? Remove the cue. Trying to adopt a good habit? Make the cue obvious. As Clear says, you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Clear's book introduces 4 laws of behavior change to help you master habits. 1. Make it obvious. Awareness is the first step. Use a habit scorecard to track your daily behaviors. Then create clear intentions like, I will meditate for 5 minutes at 7 a.m. in the living room. 2. Make it attractive. Link new habits to things you already enjoy. For instance, pair exercising with listening to your favorite podcast. This technique, known as temptation bundling, makes the habit feel rewarding. 3. Make it easy. Reduce friction. If you want to eat healthier, prep meals in advance. If you're learning guitar, keep it out where you can see it. And start small. Even 2 minutes of practice can build momentum. 4. Make it satisfying. Celebrate progress. Use a habit tracker, move marbles to a jar, or cross days off a calendar. Small rewards reinforce consistency. Progress isn't always visible. Early efforts might feel like they're going nowhere, a phase Clear calls the valley of disappointment. But just like water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, there's a tipping point. All the heat you've applied finally pays off. Patience is key. Trust the process, even when results seem distant. Focus on showing up daily, and remember, consistency beats perfection. Let me share how I used these principles to transform my routines. I struggled with staying active and reducing my screen time. My first step, a habit scorecard to identify patterns. Then I stacked new habits onto existing ones. After brewing my morning coffee, I'd stretch for 2 minutes. I also redesigned my environment, placing my dumbbell where I'd see it and leaving my phone in another room during focus hours. The results? Small wins snowballed into big changes. I started to identify as someone who values fitness and mindfulness, which naturally reinforced my behaviors. Change doesn't have to be overwhelming. With small intentional steps, you can create habits that compound into extraordinary outcomes. Remember, the key isn't perfection, it's consistency. So what's one small habit you can start today? If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who's looking to improve their life. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights on personal growth and productivity. Let's build better habits together, one tiny step at a time.